Are you looking for bite-sized videos when it comes to topics like WordPress and blogging? If yes, then Blogging Unplugged Clips is for you. Hello guys, I'm Jasmeet, and on this channel I will be sharing clips from my main channel Blogging Unplugged almost every single day. Now if you are into bite-sized informational content, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. And with that said, let's dive into the video.
Now moving on from the navigation and menus, the next topic that we are going to discuss is the improvements to the style settings in the site editor. Now there are quite a few new features that you will come across, and the first one that we are going to discuss is the style book. Now to see this feature, what you will have to do is you will have to click this style icon right over here. And you see this eye icon, this is basically the style book. Now I'll open this first. Let's first head over to WordPress 6.1 and let's just click this option right over here, and you can see it is missing, right? This option is missing. Okay, so let's just click this option. Now when you will click this option, it will show you a bunch of options. Okay, you can see right over here the text, the media, design, widgets, theme, and everything, right? You can see navigation, site logo, site title, everything is right over here. Now let's just start off with the text over here. Now it can show you it is basically showing you the headings, the paragraphs, the lists, and the quote. Now the use of this style book is basically to create or to see your styles in action that you basically apply to the blocks. In case you want to make changes to them or you have made changes to them, then you can see it through this style book. All will be referenced through here. So this, you can call this thing as a reference book of the style settings that you have applied basically. So to see this, in case basically you want to make changes to any of the headings or the paragraphs, what you can do is you can simply select this and it will take you to the style settings of that block. So for example, I selected headings right over here, and you can see it has taken me to the style settings of the headings. Now I can change the background color right over here. I can go on, I can make this change right over here, and then I can save it. Okay, no, this color is looking quite bad. Let's just select this one. Okay, this is quite visible, so I can save these changes. Now again, what I can do is I can just exit the style mode right over here, and now you can see right over here that we are in the background for the heading, I think so, right? Yes, so we are in the headings background color, so you can select this. I can go back, I can change it to this, and then again save changes. And let's just head over to, and you can see the styles have been reflected, the changes have been reflected in the style book. So there are two purposes of this thing. One is the changes that you will make will be reflected here, okay, if those changes are global, right? And the second thing is you can make changes through this style book as well, because this makes the navigation process much more easier. You can see all of these options are laid out right over here. The text is here, the media here, the design is here, the widgets is here, and the theme is here, right? So this is the basic purpose of this style book. This is a new option that you will come across in the style settings in the site editor in WordPress 6.2 beta. Now moving on from the style book, the next change that you are going to come across is the addition of additional CSS. So for those of you who have been following Blogging Unplugged, you must be familiar with the fact that I published a video on adding a customizer to the block themes basically. Okay, and that the reason behind creating that video was it was missing a bunch of options, and it makes the transition process to block themes a little bit easier for people who are more into customizer based themes like me. Okay, so you get the option of additional CSS there, and this option was missing in basically until WordPress 6.1. so let me show you where the additional CSS was, how the additional CSS was missing. So you can go right over here and you can click this option right over here, and you can see the additional CSS option is missing, right? This is the welcome guide and restore to default. So right now this option has been added to the style settings. So let me exit this, close this, and you can see I am in the main style menu, and I can click right over here and it will show me the additional CSS option. So I can click this additional CSS and I can add my code right over here and then save the changes. Okay, so this is the purpose of basically. So if you want to see this in action, so I can just simply go in and I will add a background color. I'll make it red, and you can see the changes are reflected instantly. I gave it a color red so that you can see the changes instantly, right? So this is the additional CSS option that was missing in WordPress before, basically WordPress 6.2 beta. So this option you will not find in WordPress 6.1. This is what I mean. Okay, now a very similar option to additional CSS has been added to the blocks right over here. So for that, let's just select this heading block right over here. Okay, because we have been making changes to the headings. So you can see a very similar option, additional Blocks CSS, has been added right over here. So I can click this option and add my CSS code right over here. Okay, so you can see right over here, if I will add this code right over here, background color red, it will automatically pick up. Now in case if I will write the exact code, so for example, if I will write it with the help of a selector and stuff like that, it will not pick up, because WordPress automatically adds that specifier or that selector to this code. So keep this in mind while you are using this in the blocks section. So if you are using additional CSS in terms of blocks, so if you are using this option right over here, this is what I mean. If you are using the additional Blocks CSS, then remember, you just have to write the CSS rest. WordPress will take care of it. In case you are using classes, of course, yes, use classes, right? You will have to specify those classes. But if this is for the headings, like general headings or paragraph p tag and stuff like that, then you will just have to write that code, and that's it. Okay, now when it comes to additional CSS, which is right over here, this option, you will have to write the complete code. You will have to use the selectors, the specifiers and stuff like that. Okay, so keep this in mind. Now these are the changes that you will see in WordPress 6.2 when it comes to the style setting. Now in the style settings, I just forgot to share a new feature that has been introduced in WordPress 6.2 beta, and that is the apply globally option. Now to see this change, what I am going to do is, or to see this option, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add a heading right over here. I'm going to type in this is a heading, and I am going to make a few changes to it. For example, I'm going to change its color to this blue right over here, and I'm going to change its background color to black, so it is visible, right? Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to head over to advanced right over here, and you can see this option apply globally is right over here. So I'm going to click apply globally, and you can see the changes to all of the blocks are reflected instantly, and you can read right over here this blocks typography, spacing, dimensions. I mean, apply this blocks typography, spacing, dimensions and color styles to all headings, heading blocks. And now if I am going to add another heading block, and you can see this is another heading, and you can see it has the same background and the color and the color, basically the color of the text and the background is exactly the same as what we have applied globally. Now it is important if I go back here and go to blocks and click this headings right over here and add the background color as red, then you will notice that the global application is gone. It is only for that block. However, the text color stays, and that is because this option will gain more priority, has more priority over the individual the apply globally option that you get in the advanced option. So you will have to keep this in mind.
Now I hope you have found this video helpful, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell. In case you have any queries, feel free to comment down below and I will try and help. Also, the links to our socials are in the description box below. Make sure to follow us on other platforms as well. And with that said, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.